Welcome to episode 2 of Cooking with Bruce. And today is a special day. Today we're going to make an easy burrito. And I'm going to show you all the ingredients, and I'm going to show you that it's very easy. And you can do it for yourself, and you can cook for your family. So let's go through the ingredients we have today for our easy burrito. Number 1. We're going to start the ingredients by what goes into the pan. So number 1 is onions and peppers. Okay. The second ingredient is chopped up chicken breast. This ingredient, you may not be familiar with this method, but I'm going to put a little bit of flour into the chicken before I put it in the pan, and that'll keep the chicken juicier. I have oil for sauteing everything. I have rice, which I cooked this morning, and that's going to go in the burrito. I have shredded Colby Jack cheese that's going to go into the burrito. And for seasoning, salt. Always salt. When you cook proteins like chicken, any kind of meat, you need salt. I have chili powder, because that goes in my burrito. And I have garlic powder because I like it, and it makes the burrito taste tasty. So let's start slow. And before we get cooking, I forgot to tell you, this is my final plate. I sliced up some apple because that's healthy, and a little bit of greens. And I made homemade salsa, and we'll do that in another lesson in the future. And a couple days ago, they're not gorgeous, but they are tomato tortillas. And we're going to use these. They're homemade. They're basically just flour and tomato and other ingredients. And we're going to do that in another lesson as well. So here's all my ingredients. Now I want you to watch the method, because it's all about a method. Okay? We're going to crank up the fire on high. We'll start it on high. But we're not going to keep it on high, because all the ingredients will burn. I have vegetable oil, and I'm going to put about yay vegetable oil. Looks like a lot, but you're going to need it. If you want your food juicy, you're going to have to put a little bit of oil in there, not just a little tiny bit, but enough to coat the pan and saute the onions and peppers and bring flavor. Okay, because we want to put a little bit of color on the onions and peppers. Okay? So we're almost there. Heat's on high. Now we're going to start. Notice when in my kitchen, I work left to right. So the first ingredient was here. My second ingredient is here. My third ingredient is here. Here. My fourth ingredient is here. So left to right. Get a little color on the onions and peppers. I would say it's going to take another minute, that's all. On high heat, it'll take a minute. This particular pan, you can use any pan. I often use woks, W-O-K. I often use woks because they have a nice high side, and a lot of the oil doesn't come out. Where if you were sauteing, and let's say, for example, all you had is this saute pan. The side is low. So as it's frying, the oil will come out all over your table. Often all over your stove. So I choose, when I cook often, now I use woks. And it keeps my kitchen a little bit cleaner and a little less greasy. Alright. Alright, we have, okay, we have some color on the onions and peppers. Okay. Can you see a little brown color there? Okay, just make sure it's cooked. Now, put a little bit of flour in the chicken, not a lot, okay, just a little bit, okay, and I'm going to stir it in. Okay, that's going to protect the chicken. Turn the fire down a little bit. She's a big one. Okay, that's better. Okay, it's going to protect the chicken from losing basically its juice. You don't have to do this step. I like it. I like juicy chicken, and that's why I put a little flour in. Okay, note that I always have a towel with me at all times to my left. Okay? Chicken's in the pan, gotta be salted. I would say a good quarter teaspoon of salt. I would say this chicken is about 6 ounces of chicken. This is going to make 2 burritos, 6 ounces of chicken, a quarter of an onion, a half of a red pepper. Yeah, so we're going to have some flavor here. This is good. Okay. Don't be afraid of caramelizing the onions and getting them real brown. Don't be afraid of getting a couple of black spots. It's okay. It's a lot of flavor. I'm not going to overcook the chicken, but I'm going to make sure that it's fully cooked. And I'll know because the chicken, as you can see, the chicken is pink. You see, it's pink. The pieces that are cooking are turning white. So I'm going to know that by watching it. Okay. Now, it's time for a little bit of chili powder. I would say that's about a quarter teaspoon. Okay, a little more. Yum. Why not? I love chili powder. A little bit of dried garlic. I'm going to say, let's see how much. That's good. I'm going to say that's about a little less than a quarter teaspoon, okay? We're going to work that in. Okay, now what I'm doing is, these seasonings are going to get more flavor by frying in the oil. You see, and that's why I put the seasonings in now and not at the end, because they would just taste raw. So we're going to get a little flavor on the seasonings as well. All right, it's been we're almost at 2 minutes. Okay, you see how fast this goes, right? So I turn my fire down, I got a medium flame. So I started on high, when the onions and peppers were done, I turned the flame down. But if I keep it on high, the onions will absolutely burn. So you got to turn it down. If you see something burning, turn your flame down. You can always turn it back up. Okay? So you see we're almost there. I don't really, I don't see any pink. And you see all the juice, because of the flour, all the juice stayed into the chicken. So you juicy chicken. Now, here comes the rice, and we're going to get the rice hot. I mean, we're pretty much there. Pretty much there. Seasoned, chicken's cooked, rice is going to get hot. Looks yummy. Not complicated, only 5 or 6 ingredients. I'm going to slide my little burner over here. And I'm going to get my cutting board. And I'm going to take the tortilla shell. I'm going to put cheese in each tortilla shell. I would say this is probably about 2 ounces of cheese. You don't need a lot of cheese. Okay, well, obviously I'm going to have leftovers, right? Okay, that'll be for, throw that in for dinner tonight. Yeah, there you go. Looking really yummy. I'll roll her up. roll this one up. Some stuff will fall out, it's okay. This one I roll a little loose. All right, there's two things you can do. Okay, the tortilla shell's not hot. You have two methods here, and it's up to you. I want to heat these up. There's two methods, okay? One is the modern method. Take it, put it over into your microwave, and I'm going to put it on for about 25 seconds. The other method, okay, is a little more old school. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to throw it into the toaster oven. And I'm going to put it on for a couple of minutes, and that's going to heat up. That's going to heat up. Okay? The rest of the food on the cutting board, I'm going to save it. Okay, no waste, right? We don't waste. Bring my plate in. All right, let's cut it and see what she looks like. Yeah, this one I rolled a little loose. Okay, cheese is melted, yummy and juicy. Ooh, yummy and juicy. And I'm going to put it on the plate, like that. I have greens. Don't be afraid of greens, they're very healthy. Fresh apple, homemade salsa. And the other one in the toaster oven is not done. Looks like the microwave wins, right? Microwave wins. Because that was 25 seconds. And this one, I'm hungry and I'm waiting on it, okay? So I think we're not going to do the toaster oven next time. And what's even cooler is I'm a saving kind of chef guy. I've got one more burrito left. I'm going to throw it in the refrigerator and maybe have it tonight. So it looks like 6 ounces of chicken gave me 3 burritos worth of filling. So here's all your ingredients. Again, we had onions and peppers. We had cheese. We have rice. We have chicken. Oil for frying and 3 seasonings. And a wee bit of flour to make sure the chicken is juicy. So I'm going to say final ingredients: 1/4 of an onion sliced, 1/2 of a red pepper sliced, 1/2 cup of cooked rice, 6 ounces of chicken, 1/2 an apple, 1/4 cup of salsa, a little bit of greens, pinch of flour, and these seasonings. All about 1/4 teaspoon. All right. I'd like to have some questions, but there's nobody here except for my lovely wife who's filming this, so sorry about not having questions. You can always send me an email through THS, bruce.west@touchstonebh.org, and I will answer your questions. Have a great day. Thanks for coming to Cooking with Bruce.